Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tim. Today we're going to do a little Q&A. So the other day I put my story for people to send me questions about golf or even myself, and you guys sent in a load of questions to me, so I'm going to go through some of those today and hopefully you'll get to know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about golf. Let's get started. Okay, so first question was, when did you start playing golf? I started when I was 13. I was probably year 8 at school. I just went down the driving range with my dad and my brother, and we just sort of got into it that way. How did you get into golf? Basically started with my dad and probably my granddad as well. They both took me and my brother down to the driving range. That's when I started sort of actually picking up a golf club and having a hit. The only other time I probably maybe started golf was at home. Me and my brother would sort of grab my dad's putter and chip it out of his bag, and we'd just go up and down the hallway, back and forth to each other, just hitting putts. Where did you play most of your golf when you started? I started at Mendip Spring Golf Club, which is based in Bristol, just out of Bristol. Yeah, I started there down at their driving range, and then that progressed on to the 9-hole, which they have there, which is great. And then obviously eventually that progressed onto the main course, the 18-hole. So yeah, really good sort of setup down there. They got everything for junior golfers to be able to get into golf. I started with a coach, PGA pro, called Rob Moss. Shout out to Rob. I had my first lesson with him. I was hitting everything off my back foot, and he told me to imagine that I was going to walk through and walk onto the driving range after I hit the ball to really get me transferring my weight. And it's one of those things I always never forget that one. My swing was perfect otherwise. Have you always been into sports? Yes, definitely. I've always been sporty. My mum and dad both were involved with sport when they were younger, and when we lived in our village, then they were involved in the tennis club, in the cricket club, and so we basically just naturally fell into sport really. So football was my main sport when I was really, really young, up to maybe about 11 or 12. And then I was playing tennis as well, and then really tennis, and then cricket I took on when I was maybe 9 or 10. And cricket really took over probably from my teenage years up through to sort of 18 years old. And tennis, again, I was just doing on and off a little bit. I played hockey at school. I played a little bit of rugby when I was younger. I literally, if you said, do you want to go play a sport, whatever it was, I probably would have said yes. Ooh, good one. When did you know you wanted to be a pro golfer? Probably in sixth form. Basically got to year 11, year 12, and golf, I got down to probably about a 6 or 5 handicap by then. And I was sort of at the golf club, literally, I was getting dropped off in the mornings and holidays at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was getting picked up at like 7 or 8 at night. I just loved golf. So kind of in that period, I basically came right down my handicap. I had loads of friends at the golf club that I used to just rock up, and you could guarantee there was someone there that you knew that you could just get around a golf with, or you'd spend the day on the driving range with. So my handicap got to a point where I thought, oh, okay, I could possibly do this as a living. Up until then, I was kind of doing quite creative things at school. So I was like doing media studies, graphic design, IT. I was looking towards graphic design as like a potential career. Golf took over probably a little bit more, and I decided that's probably what I wanted to do. What was your handicap when you turned pro? I was a 4. So the minimum handicap you had to get down to was 4. And then you could apply to the PGA to do the foundation degree with them. You did have to go through a playing ability test, which I did. Once you do turn pro, they essentially take away your handicap, and you become effectively like a scratch handicap golfer. So I got cut from 4 to 0 in one go. Ouch. Have you had a hole-in-one? Luckily I've had 4 hole-in-ones in my kind of golfing life. One of them apparently doesn't count because I was on my own playing, but I saw it go in. But yeah, my first hole-in-one I was playing with my brother and my cousin in Shropshire. 4-iron, about 180, 190 yards, down the hill, par 3. And yeah, one bounce. Big, I think I sliced it about 50 yards, but that was what I was doing. I was aiming left and just slicing it in. And it, yeah, landed short of the pin and dribbled up and went in. I've had one hole-in-one as a pro as well now, which was quite cool. That was last year in an event, quite a big event at Burnham. I think it's their 8th or 9th hole, par 3, 8-iron, massive crosswind. So again, I probably aimed it 50 yards left, and it drifted on the wind, landed just short, and trickled up and went in as well. So that was a really good one as well. What was your favourite moment on a golf course? I've had lots of good moments on a golf course. Mostly, obviously, probably ones that I remember with family. Yeah, they're probably my favourite memories playing. You know, when you get to spend 3 or 4 hours out on the golf course with your family, that's priceless. So they're probably my favourite moments on the golf course. What's the worst thing that's happened on the golf course? Oh, luckily I've never been hit, touch wood. I think, to be fair, the worst moment for me on the golf course was my first playing ability test. The nerves got the better of me and I didn't make it through. That's probably the worst memory. But then I went back a few weeks later and shot like level 1 under par, 1 over par through 2 rounds to get in easily. So just goes to show, sometimes you're going to have bad days on the golf course, but you can guarantee it's going to get followed up by a good day soon. What's the best advice you could give a golfer? Ooh, probably just remember that you're playing golf on outside in the sunshine and you're not at work, so enjoy it. You know, yes, we get frustrated, but I think the main thing you've got to remember is that we're lucky to be able to play golf, and you've got to make sure that when you do go and play, you just got to enjoy it when you're out there, even if you're playing badly. What's the best advice you'd give to a junior golfer? Probably similar. I'd say keep it fun. Don't get down on yourself. You're going to hit more bad shots than good shots. So just, you know, learn from your bad shots and enjoy the good shots. But yeah, just don't get angry. You know, I see too many angry junior golfers that snap clubs, throw clubs. You realise it's not worth it. So yeah, just go out and enjoy it. Don't think anything more than that. Oh yeah, okay, so what made you want to get into YouTube? So YouTube for me, I thought was a good platform to put some content like this and other sort of, you know, helpful videos out there. And it's gonna, for me, it's like a way that I can connect with my clients mostly. So I wanted them to kind of guide me with the videos they wanted to see. And yeah, I wanted it to be for them. So that's kind of what got me into YouTube. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of YouTube anyway, but I just think it's such a great platform where you can learn so much for free. So yeah, that's what got me into it. And I think that's it. So thank you for those questions, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a little bit more about me and about golf. And yeah, I just hope that you found that fun. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up down below. And like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, and you'll get notified for every new video I post. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy your golf, and I'll see you next time.